Hold up. Yeah.
What's up YouTube and welcome back to another episode of Forza Street. Today I'm going to show you how to win, how to be successful in Forza Street, the newest game out there. But don't worry guys, I do have my experience with the game already. I'm playing the game for over half a year already. So don't worry, that's why my garage might look a little bit different than your garage. However, so I want to show you how to be competitive, how to win, how to be successful. First of all, yeah, you got four different, we already spoke about that in tips and tricks video. You got four different classes. You got the sports, you got the super, you got the street, you got the muscle. So those are the four different car tiers you can have. Within those car tiers then, you will have three different classifications: modern, retro, classic. So what you need a really diverse deck. Like, you cannot just focus on, as you can see, an issue I do have here right now is that I have good sports, good supercars, good muscle cars, but I'm lacking, like my next street car would be here the BMW M3. Not good. Need to definitely perform better there. Then in a few events now I saw that we actually need a retro event. Like some retro rides, and here we have the Lamborghini Diablo SV. Would be my very first retro ride. I have enough modern. My next classic is here the Chevrolet Corvette, which you can see here, the Chevrolet Corvette Stingray 427, which at least has a performance index of 500. My very first retro ride only has 434. We need to work on that. So what do we need to do? Exhaust part. Where do we find exhaust part? In upgrade events. Let's go into that one, and then I'm showing you as well within the race, like what do you need to keep in mind to be as successful as possible. So first of all, before you start a race, you want to see, okay, which path you want to go down, and we will definitely try to go the long way right now. That means we will try to join, you have a retro ride, and here at the very end finish with a classic ride. So that means we take a modern, we take a classic, and we take the retro one, the one which is really low. There you go. Start the event. Do the very first one. Oh, that's a very easy one. So don't worry, we can even go super high. Oh, that gives us one full upgrade card. You see there? And this is what we're going to do. Let's go into the race itself now. So at the race you have different elements which are influencing the outcome of the race. First of all, you got the launch. If you're not sure that you will do a perfect launch, then what you want to do to stay in the yellow zone. So because a good launch will give you 2/3 of a NOS bar. A perfect launch gives you one full NOS bar right at the beginning, and perfect gas, perfect brake, perfect, my friend. Then we use this. However, this guy is, well, he is competitive. A perfect launch gives you a full bar. Oh, the brake gas. It's a bit difficult when this guy is right in front of you. That's why, yeah. Okay. There you go. Just trying. Oh, this is going to be one heck of a race, my friend. Damn! There you go. And I did not say, I still didn't finish that sentence. A late launch. A late launch gives you only 1/3 of a bar. So you always want to make sure that you hover underneath the perfect launch. That means underneath the green bar. So that you will always end up with at least 2/3 of a NOS bar. You never want to go green, red, green, red, green, red. Always yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow, green. Trust me on that one. That is very important. That is very important. Because the launch is so important. So then we go here, 200 credits. Then obviously the brakes is important, but you will figure it out. Well, let's actually do this now quick. The retro. We will need to race him anyways, because there's no other chance there to auto race it. But let's see, let's take out our rare right here. And by the way, if you want to invest in cars, start with rare ones. The moment you're getting a rare car, invest in that one, trust me. So there we go, we try again. Ah, that's bad, that's bad. That's exactly perfect. There you see, I only got 1/3 of a NOS bar and he's catching up on me very bad. Well, we got a perfect brake and a perfect gas. We take that NOS. Another thing with the NOS is you really don't want to use NOS when you're going into a turn. It is just really nasty. And again, it's always easier to go into the yellow zone, you know, like great gas, great brake, than trying to be too good for it, because having a late gas gives you really a disadvantage there. And 2 NOS bars at the very end, very useful. So try to save up your NOS so that you have at the after the very last turn you have 2 NOS bars, because this is usually where the opponent will launch as well, and you want to make sure that you got 2 full NOS bars at that moment. If it means that you actually need to save a full round, then do that. Then absolutely do that. The outcome will be better for you guys. So here we go. We'll try now to work on our ride, because that is important. Should we take out the classic? We haven't taken out the classic. There we go. Difficulty 509. Let's try. Let's try our best. If we lose, then we can go one lower and beat him like this. Come on, my friend. Miami South Beach. Okay, let's try again. We want to stay below. Okay, good launch. Obviously, a perfect launch is always better, but trust me, all what you have not want to have is a bad launch. So there we go. We want to keep. We don't want to go double NOS bar there. Take one here. Well, I take 2 small ones. There we have great gas. We're going to keep this one now, just like I told you. Just want to save a little bit. We have 1 more to go. Got a perfect brake and a perfect gas. Boom! There we go. Double NOS. And this guy shouldn't be any issues for me anymore. There we go. Don't forget, by the way, if you're playing drag racing games, a simple mistake, which I actually did a few times, is forgetting to push the gas. You know, kind of like if you're playing a drag racing game, CSR racing, Nitro Nation, something like this. You know, you shift, you hold the gas at the beginning, then you go off it, and then you shift. Simple as that. You don't need to hold the gas. However, in this game, you need to hold the gas. I know it sounds like really stupid. Like, oh, what kind of advice is that? Of course I'm holding the gas. Just saying, sometimes you might forget it. So, here we go. Let's finish this guy now. 450. Let's take out our Corvette again. 510. What's the strongest? 554. Now we do an auto race. Bam, bam. Simple as that. I mean, I showed you now how it's done. Oh, that was a good event score here. You see there, our challenge cards are definitely coming up. Should we do one last race? Let's go. One last race. 494 to 500. That's a very close one. However, don't be afraid to try to beat higher ones. You can do this. 20 performance index is definitely possible. 30 as well. Yeah, just try your luck. Okay, there we go. Perfect launch this time. There we go. We got our full NOS bar. We will take this immediately, trying to get a bit of an advantage right now. And I always like to have an advantage because I don't like being right next to someone when I'm going for trying to go for perfect gas and perfect brake. Because it's a bit tricky when he's in front of you or right next to you. Because you always look on... Oh, what's happening? Oh, sorry. That was a bit lag here. Did you see that too? That's why he's catching up. Again, that was a bit laggy, but this time I caught it. Okay, let's try. He's trying to come closer. Let him come. Let him come. Come on, my friend. Come on, my friend. I love to take the NOS when you jump here. Yeah. Double NOS. There you go. Finish that bad boy. That means we get our exhaust part. The exhaust part, we will now actually use it in the retro ride. It's about time that we work on this baby. There we have it. By the way, if you feel like, oh well, I need more exhaust parts, simple as that. Just do the event again, try to dominate it. That means you need to finish the whole event. So I would need to go back and finish it. So, but what I want to do now is actually working on a ride. There we go. It's so many he's offering me, but I want to work on my Lamborghini. Super retro. Upgrade that ride. Hello there. So turn that one into 225. Oh, we can actually work on colors. I'm not that interested to work on colors. Mate, I just want to work on the car. Okay, what do we have here? 1, 3, and what? Isn't this giving 1 second? Ah, okay. So you have the auto-tune feature, and you see if I take this away, well, you have like different levels to auto-tune. You do auto-tune, and he usually stops somewhere because he doesn't want to waste like a 664 points tuning part for you. So you need to use something, you need to decide what you want to do there, and then we go 452. That's not great still, however, it's definitely going somewhere. What I will do now is definitely going into the upgrade event again and just finish that baby. However, I don't want to wait. I don't want to bore you with that. Next video will be about the Spotlight, how to get a Spotlight car. I wish you a pleasant day. I hope this video helped you a little bit to work on your performance in Forza Street. And bye bye.